news, guys. I'm changing curriculum. I will say I'm very proud of myself. We got pretty into our school year. We got a few months in before I changed anything, but I'm doing it. I'm making some changes. There's some stuff that's not working, and so here we go. If you're new here, my name is Ashlee. I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 kids. I have a 5th grader, 3rd grader, and pre-K. We've been homeschooling for 3 years. Going on our 4th year, or in the middle of our 4th year, I'm not really sure. I do work full-time from home, so I do have a kind of like that little twist. But yeah, so I share our homeschool journey here on YouTube. If you want to stay updated, I share all curriculum, all things, everything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Those of you that have been around, hello. It is about time that I made some changes in our homeschool. I thought that this was the year that I wasn't going to make changes. But the problem is I had things that worked last year that I changed this year. And here's my advice. If something works, you don't need to change it. Here I am, going back to what worked. So when I started this homeschool year, I was not like 100% in love with the history we had used the prior year. We used Gather Round US History 1. But let me preface, I liked it. I liked the style, it worked, my kids liked it. The only issue I had was I just felt like the retention of the information wasn't super great. But that wasn't the curriculum, it's just history. Like, history is just like a very dry subject. So this homeschool year, we started off the year reading Tuttle Twins' America's History book, which is great. I love the Tuttle Twins, I love the book, but it's just a book. And so we're just about finished with that. Again, I absolutely love the book, but it's not curriculum to me. I feel like something's missing. So I tried to supplement with these Evan Moore history pockets, which are great and fine, and I like them. But they just weren't working for us. It just didn't fit into our flow. It felt very like flimsy. I never felt prepared with it. So we are changing our history curriculum, guys. We're doing it. I have to. It's driving me absolutely crazy. When everything else is working so well and one subject is not, it's like maddening because you're like, how did I figure it all out? Except this one thing. And I've been struggling with this. I've made so many videos. Every update video, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with history. I'm just going to figure it out next month. The time has come. I had to make a decision. I had to figure it out. I want my kids to be doing some sort of history this year. So for history changes, we are going back to using Gather Round. Why? Because it worked for us. I like having the teacher's guide, I like reading what I need to read, and I like my kids having their workbook and completing the work they need. It's easy, it's to the point, it works in our homeschool, and that is what I struggled with the most. It's not that the Tuttle Twins book or the Evan Moore history pockets are bad. They're not. I really like both of them, and that is why I wanted them to work for us so bad, and I stuck through it so long, is because I like those curriculums so much. But they didn't work in our homeschool. We're just in a different flow. I have limited amounts of time I can spend doing homeschool with my kids because I work full-time, because I have multiple kids. And so the Evan Moore history pockets were fun, but I had to like print and make copies, and there was cutting and pasting and gluing, and it just like drug on too much. And then the America's History reading book, that's fine. I mean, we finished it, it was good, but I wanted more. I like my kids doing some sort of like work. So we are going back to Gather Round. We're going to do their history. I really enjoyed their US History 1. My kids really enjoyed it. It works for us. They have 6 entire levels of history, and so this year, because I kind of delayed us, I'm just gonna start with the 2nd unit. And see if, and then I'll buy the 3rd one if you need it. Good news is Gather Round is having a sale on, I think, Cyber Monday. I'll link it down below, or I'll put it in the description. I don't remember the date. I want to say like November 27th, but I could be making that up. Don't believe me. But everything's 20% off, and so I'm gonna buy it when it's 20% off, and that's what we're using. And I can't wait. And I'll, have you guys do a lesson with us. I made a video on US History 1, so I'll link that down below. It's just, I really have to just like settle myself, ground myself, and say, you know what, this worked fine. You weren't losing your mind when you did it. All was well. And just imagine your whole homeschool being like complete. So that is what we are changing. I'm very excited. And then I'm excited to just know there's like more levels of it that we can just continue on to. And then because we're doing like it at a certain level, we can repeat it again in like their older levels. So that also is really, you know, makes me feel very well. So we are changing our history curriculum and we're making one more change. The only other thing that has not worked out for us is our reading units. So this year also, I decided to switch what was working, which was using moving beyond the page units, and buy a whole bunch of different units and see which ones I liked best. I was a different person when I made that decision. I don't know. My energy levels have shifted. My patience has shifted. I'm like, why would I do this to myself? Why would I buy 7 different units not knowing how any of them work and just try it out? Bad idea. Don't do it. Would not recommend. So we've done 2 so far and they were okay. Well, 1 was not good. I did a whole review on that. 1 was not good. The one we're doing now is okay. It's from Memoria Press. It's okay. Not horrible. But the moving beyond the page reading units, just the individual units, worked so well for us. Format of them, the scheduling, the books, they worked. They worked so great. So we're going back. I have a whole bunch. One of these behind me is full of moving beyond the page units because I really liked them. I've done tons of videos on moving beyond the page because we used a lot of their units last year. We're going back. We're going back to them. So if you've learned any lessons from me on my time on YouTube, if something works, just because, I don't know, don't change it. Because you'll probably go back to it. So if something's working, don't change it. If something's not working, by all means, try some other stuff. Find what works, but don't fix what's not broken. Okay, guys? Don't do it. Don't be like me. And now we're, 3-4 months into our school year, and I'm just like, oh, we're going back to what we were doing. So my curriculum update videos for next school year are going to be quite boring because they're going to be everything that we've used for the past 2 years. So that's going to be super exciting, but that's what we're doing. So I have not yet decided exactly what moving beyond the page units we're going to be doing. That's kind of on my goal for the next 2 weeks. We're taking some time off over the next few weeks. We're taking a break. We have friends in town. We've had family in town. There's been holidays, birthdays. So we're kind of off school right now. And so I'm kind of just gearing us back up. Our co-ops are ending. So that means like more school time at home. And so revamping history, revamping our reading units, and everything else is working perfectly. Everything else is absolutely amazing. So I'm glad to kind of like just finish this last, like it was like a missing piece of the puzzle. I'm just like why can't I get these things to work? And there's no reason for you to be frustrated in your homeschool. There's no reason for you as a homeschool parent with all the curriculum that's out there, with all the resources. If anything is frustrating you, get it out of your homeschool. It's not worth it. And so find what works or take a break, because I'm telling you that mental strain, the frustration with you, with your kids, it's just not worth it. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to share this update with you. I have more updates coming. I will do some like lessons with us. I'll do like, my little review videos where I flip through the pages and stuff. I'll be doing all of that shortly. And yeah, so that's my update. I did it. I made some changes, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks so much for being here. If you're not already, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up so I know you guys enjoy these videos, and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.